I've applied to so many places, like, you name it, I fucking applied. And I've been working this temp job, and they put me in the same company that I worked for 2 fucking months. 2 months. I even interviewed and still didn't get the job, and I'm working there. So I just don't know. I just don't know what it is. The references are property managers, leasing managers. They're of people of, like, you know, high fucking ranks in establishment, and I'm still not fucking hired. Like, I don't know what else to do. I just don't. I've tried taking out a loan. I can't find a cosigner. I built my fucking credit. My credit score is at like a 7 something and climbing. And I'm still not approved for a fucking loan. I just don't know what to do anymore. Everywhere. I've used almost every worksite portal in Georgia. I've used it. I just don't know what to do anymore. And it's not like my resume is like bad or anything. Like, I just don't know what it is. Like, I just don't know anymore. Okay, well, let me start acting again. I'm submitted for castings. They don't fucking call me back either. Submitting for castings. I did everything. Everything I did. I've even submitted for game shows just to pay my fucking bills, and nothing. Like anybody else is going through this, but like, some people have made billions of dollars just by this month. And I'm stuck here, like, in fucking debt. And I've done so many resources to make myself money. I've started an ebook. I started selling clothes. I started pushing music. I started pushing content. I started my YouTube channel. I started NFT. I've done everything to generate a source of income. And it's not like, oh, I start something and don't finish. Like, I'm pushing content every single day. I even hired interns just because I don't have money to pay people so they can help me. And I still don't have fucking income. You know how some people like complain and like, you know, some people just complain like if they don't absolutely do nothing and they still get to keep their income. Like, I'm telling you, they have some of the most horrible people in these fucking establishments, and they will keep them in their seats.
Times are tough. So as I'm perusing TikTok, I've come across this video and I wanted to go ahead and comment on it. And I'm not going to comment on it in a typical way that y'all are used to me, you know, talking about women who come on here saying these things. I want to read you her caption and then some of the comments, and then I will go ahead and give you my perspective on this. Caption reads, I got fired from 2 Black-owned companies after my commission was stolen, and I asked for a reasonable accommodation. Now I'm jobless, trying to fund my business and drowning in bills. If you feel led to help or support my journey in any way, even a share or donation, it means everything. Hashtag support Black women. Hashtag help a friend out. Hashtag job search struggles. Hashtag small business support. Hashtag mutual aid. Hashtag cash app blessings. Hashtag credit struggles, hashtag rebuilding my life, and something else that I don't know. And then the Cash App. Okay. So she's a Black woman, clearly. She's admitting and saying that she got fired from 2 Black owned companies. I don't know if people believe that just because you're Black and you work for a Black company, you should be able to stay there no matter what. Anything goes. You don't do anything wrong. You assist, I'm assist. You Black, we Black. It just doesn't work like that. When someone has a business, they're in business probably, I'm assuming, to make money. And they want the best people and the people that do what they need in order to continue to make money is who they want to work for them. So she got fired by 2 Black owned businesses. She admitted that. So maybe the problem isn't everyone else. Maybe the problem is you. One comment says, that's crazy. You can't get a loan. They must be declining Black. I'm sorry. Of course, that's what it is. Maybe it's an irresponsible person who really doesn't have things together as much as she says that she does. And help me understand, which I'm a little confused, how you going to get a loan if you're not working? How you going to get a loan if you haven't worked at a job for a significant amount of time? How you going to get a loan if you don't have any daggone assets? No one thinks about those things, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But let's go ahead and make excuses. She got fired probably because she's Black, right? Too. Even though she worked for 2 Black owned companies. She didn't get a loan because she's Black. Let's continue to make these everything about race and then turn around and someone says something about race with regard to you, then you'll have a fit. The next person says, are you in Atlanta? And it looks like she is in Atlanta. Well, why don't you move out of that area? Now, I know she probably doesn't have any money. It's sounding like she didn't necessarily save. She doesn't have any backup plans. She doesn't have any resources. But you definitely can look for a job outside of the city of Atlanta so that you can hopefully open up your opportunities instead of having everything be right there. There's a whole ass United States that if you don't have any kids, you can go ahead and move. Even if you had kids, you could go ahead and move and do what you need to do. But trying to force something to happen in a place where obviously it's not going to happen at, if you really need stuff that bad, you're not making the most of your choices. Next one says, Black women are under attack. This is personal. Damn, my sis. God, please bless all her endeavors, good or bad, for real. Now, why is it that a Black woman is under attack? So she's under attack by other Black people. I'm going to go ahead and assume that the Black businesses that she worked for were probably Black female owned. I'm going to just go ahead out on a limb, allegedly. So the Black women are under attack by other Black women. I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant by that. But do you see how people make excuses real quick saying that's because you're Black, it's because you're a Black woman? This is why there's so many issues. I don't know why y'all don't stop this mess. It's ridiculous. Everything ain't about you being Black. Everything ain't about you being a Black woman. You're clearly having issues because you're doing something wrong. She got fired from 2 Black businesses. If this don't teach y'all something, nothing ever will. Next comment says, when people say that this job market is absolutely terrible, like they're not lying. It is. If you have a job, literally hold on to that until you find another one. Well, that's what you should be doing anyway, because you never quit a job if you don't have another job or at least another source of income. I mean, that's common sense. She continues and says, that's actually solid. Do not let go, because if you do, you're going to be waiting maybe 6 months to a year or more to find another one. She answers, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think people just want to be content creators. I wish they would just admit it. I really think that people just want to be content creators and they think that this is the answer and how things work. And I'm not saying that you can't do it, but if you want to just watch influencers, quote unquote, do what they do and say, oh, I want to do that too, and think that all that is easy, you're sadly mistaken. Or if you think people are just always making millions and trillions of dollars, you're sadly mistaken. Somebody got to work. Somebody got to work. And you're on here dry begging. You're on here dry begging yet again. I thought that Black women had it going on and they was the sugar mamas and they help everyone else out. They help everybody do their businesses. They're the pillar and the stone and the this and the that, and everything should go through them because they got all the answers. Clearly, maybe you need to have a resume review as well. You've done everything. You're talking about so many different things that you have done and nothing is working out, but you think that your resume is good. I'm thinking maybe that's an issue. Or once you get in, the issue is you. But I know I'm not supposed to say that, right? Because everybody's just supposed to say, girl, you're going to be okay. Girl, everything going to work out. Some people, many of people, let me rephrase, many of people need some hard ass truths and facts thrown at their daggone face. Don't get on this internet crying, whining, and complaining when you are in control with what it is that you do. You sitting up here worrying about funding businesses, find an effing job with income that's coming in regularly, and you get some health damn insurance because God forbid anything like that happens. You'll be back on this daggone TikTok begging people to help you out with your bills and your medical bills. And everyone else has their problems. How come y'all don't seem to care that everyone else has issues and their problems when you down? Now you want everyone to help you. You'll take whatever it is that you can get. You're not doing everything it is that you can do in order to get where it is that you need to be. I hear that this woman really wants to just do what she wants to do and then wants to make somebody else feel guilty in order to help her. But if you want to continue to do it this way, good luck to you. Probably won't work out as well. You need to see what you need to do in order to make some changes, in order to make your life better and to hopefully get you a job and not thinking that all you're going to do is content creation. I'm not saying not to do content creation, but go ahead and get a daggone job. Do this on the daggone side. And then once it takes off, then you can move forward. But you done named about 15 things and then none of them are working. But y'all, what the hell do I know? Y'all let me know what you think. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.